Daddy Backwoods out here making another video. So the topic today is Area 51. What do you guys think about?
I think this button right here is astronomical. But on some real shit, I believe that we're all
Daddy Backwoods.
intertwined through we're all intertwined through the energy. So that's my theory. So I believe that there's more life that we might be aware of.
Okay.
It's not that energy can't be destroyed, it can only be transferred. So what if we are transferred into a different dimension, parallel dimension? Or perhaps simultaneously.
Okay.
We can just
Fade once together.
So, with the whole Area 51 topic, one of my boys, Michael Diesel, he's a truck driver.
Yo, what's good, my G?
So, my boy Michael
That
Diesel.
boy is from Twitch. Appreciate you being on my live. Much love. My bad. What were you saying about your boy?
My boy Michael Diesel is a truck driver,
Okay. Alright.
and he drives like military equipment to like bases in like Nevada and stuff like that, and like he be sending me pictures of like weird cloud formations like above like the highways like close to like Groom Lake and where Area 51 is, and be like, yo, Dill, like
What state?
like Nevada.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like he's by Las Vegas and shit like that, and like by Cali.
Nah,
and stuff.
definitely, but there's
In that
definitely
area,
hella
yeah.
aliens for
So
sure.
like, and he'd be pulling up and he'd be like showing me like, yo, I'm about to pull up to a checkpoint. I gotta get off my phone, but all like weird secluded areas, and I just be like, and he's like, I got like turbines on the back of my my truck, da 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 da, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And he'd be sending me pictures and videos of like weird lights. He's like, this light is not a star, and it's been floating there for like the last like 4.5 hours.
So that's interesting, bro. There's times I swear I'll see like something that I can't like it's like a light and it's like a star, but it's not. And sometimes I think it's like just asteroids maybe, or it could be like I don't know. I mean, it could also be just as simple as really no one really knows.
The other day was like a weird ass day. I saw like this blue thingy triangular thing shooting like a laser beam. I don't know if people like in Florida saw it too, but that shit was hella trippy, and it was just there like all day type shit.
Oh yeah, that's the shit we were talking about
Yeah.
earlier. And
Did you see that? Any chance? Or
No, not at all actually.
we have to add the video in the on the bio. Perhaps we can put the link on the description there for you guys. But that was a cool video, man. I mean,
Yeah, that video was really.
I honestly don't know what's going on
Yeah,
there.
that video was fucking weird.
At first, like I said, yeah, thought it was like an asteroid. Technical difficulties. But yeah, we got special guests, you know, Del Khan in the building. You feel me?
AKA Faded once again.
Okay, faded. Concept. What else you gotta preach, brother?
Nah, fuck the preach. But like, so like, what do you think really goes down? Like, have you guys ever seen like the documentaries of the workers, the people that work at Area 51, and how they used to like get to work, and they would like come and tell how they got to work. So like,
No.
they would live like in California and shit like that, like in Las Vegas, and then they go to this like discreet like bus stop, and a bus would pull up with no windows.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and there'd be no windows. And the people just, you know, chatting, da 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 da, yeah, we gotta go to work, blase, blase, boom, boom, boom. The bus comes, scrooch, boom, niggas walk on, pa pa pa, get on. They can't see out the bus. They don't know where they're going.
Oh, so the bus is tinted.
It's
from,
it's
like,
tinted, and you can't see out the bitch, right? So
Jesus.
now you going in the bus. Now like, oh, we drove for like at least like 45 minutes to an hour, right, to get to work. We get they take us to like a like security area, and we get off the bus. We're in a hangar, a
hanger.
plane hangar.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. The doors are closed.
We should have asked.
The doors are closed in the plane hangar.
Uh-huh.
So now when they get out of the bus, they see a plane. Now the plane got no windows in the bitch either. Now they get into the plane, and then they're in the plane, and then the door hanger comes, and then the plane flies them to Area 51. It lands in Area 51, and then it goes into another hangar, and it closes. They get out, and then they go into an elevator, and we go like 40, 50 feet. We don't even know, like 40 floors down into the earth, and then we go into our base and we work, and we get out, and that's how we get back.
What the fuck? They have that shit like locked down to the max.
To the max. Yeah.
That's crazy.
You don't know where you're going to work.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, it makes sense because just in case.
And there was a guy that gave all the information away. His name was Bob Lazar.
That boy probably got killed or retired.
No, he's
or
alive, but
something.
he tried to been assassinated a couple times.
Oh my god. Jesus.
He did a Netflix documentary. He's like, the reason I did this Netflix documentary is like insurance for my life. He's like, so like if I die, you know what I was talking about, like how Elon Musk said, if I die under mysterious circumstances, like, you feel me, like real Arabic type of shit.
But yeah, going back to the topic, dude. I think I have another theory, dog, and it's not too far-fetched. I think we have different, what we call animals, species, all these things that we already take for granted just because it's part of our ecosystem, whatever that means, ecosystem, right? I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say here, but if we had seen these animals, these creatures, after a couple of unprecedented years, we hadn't seen them for years, and all of a sudden they're,
And what are these creatures?
then we're gonna be like, these are aliens, right? So it's also hypothetical too, like, so I don't know. It's
So like certain species in the world, like they go dormant because of the ecosystem, right? And they don't come out because like they were dormant. So like for an example, there's something called like a lungfish. I catch these fish all the time, right?
A lungfish?
A lungfish. They're a type of fish that breathe air as well. That like every time we're in my backyard and you hear like the water pop and and then you hear the water go back down, that's a lungfish. He comes back up for air to grasp in his lungs. That he can also take lungs and take water in his gills,
right,
and make oxygen, but he can also breathe oxygen on the land. All right, for a certain amount of time. He would really just die from dehydration, essentially, right? Those are the snakeheads that I catch, the big snakehead fish, the long like eels.
Yeah.
All right.
So those are the lungfish?
They're lungfish, right? So you can take a snakehead and you can take it out of the water,
Yeah.
or certain types of lungfish.
Yeah.
There's certain types of like other types of like fish that looks like eels. They're not
I've
snakeheads.
seen those before.
And you can take them out of the water, and you can come back tomorrow morning.
We gotta do a video catching
Yeah,
those
yeah.
now.
And they
I
can
have-
still be
I have a
alive,
video of
right?
me catching
They can
these.
still be alive.
They will be alive as long as it's
Yeah,
moisturized outside, like,
yeah.
and not dried out like in the sun. You feel me? Like anything
I
So
saw,
else.
like they'll be alive for like an
Bro, I
hour. or
saw
so.
Alright, no. So these fish, what they do, like the ones in the Amazon and stuff, like they live in like shallow water areas that dry out yearly. Right? They dry out yearly.
Right.
So what they do is they dig into the mud deep down into like as deep as they can go in the water, right? And then they start secreting this type of like gel, like from their skin, and it makes like a inflated bubble in the
Inflated
inside.
bubble?
Yeah, of gel, and then they fill it with water, right? And then that gel closes up, and they're in their own bubble of water, and they're eeled up in their bubble of water, and the whole bed is dried. But if you were to dig like 2 feet in, you'd feel something like soft and jelly. When you'd pop it, the water would come out, and there'd be the eel moving, and it'll start coming out and start wiggling. And that's what they do. So they stay dormant for up to 1 year.
So they just chill
Like
out
in
there.
the dry dirt for up to a year. You would have to literally dig into
What
it.
do they eat and shit?
Nothing. They just go into a dormant stage, like what bears do. They hibernate.
I think I've
Okay.
heard this.
Yeah, they hibernate, and then they wait for like the year, like the ecosystem, like you said, to change, and then the water to come back. And when the water comes back and they sense water, they pop it and they slither back out and they go into like the bottom of the floor of the water again, and the bottom of the floor again of the water, and they live. Yeah, or the bottom, like the bottom dwellers type shit. Yeah. There'd be a lot of animals that that like if we didn't like trigger certain like temperatures.
No,
or
and the
certain-
trippy thing is that we as humans have learned a lot from animals throughout time.
Everything,
Yeah, no,
everything
We-
is from
everything
animals.
is and we're still learning from them. There's different species.
Helicopters are made from
Right,
dragonflies.
exactly.
The B-2 bomber is made from a sparrow, like the bird, the way it's shaped, like and all like
It's
everything.
always been since ancient Egypt.
You know, some people believe that like aliens are like in space and shit, but I think they're actually in the ocean underneath us and shit.
I think there's
For sure,
Yeah.
100,000,000,000%.
there's way more.
They definitely.
Apparently, we know more about space than we know
About
about
the ocean.
The ocean.
Yeah.
So let's start there. But there's definitely way more species down there. That
You know, at the time and age that we're at now, we know a lot about the ocean. But
that's
There's
part
a
of what
bomb.
I'm talking about. Is like
the bomb.
Not sure. That was a terrible easy. I rated a D.
a what?
A daddy backwood rated D Belize.
Damn, that was a terrible line. He said, "Damn, Daddy backward didn't approve." You hate to hear it. House.
Great. I thought it was decent in the beginning.
Yeah, I thought it was alright.
I got some
Look.
dirty back here.
Don't worry, nothing's more popular than the wood of dads. It's also back. You're not supposed to light the tree. You didn't do it
I
right.
don't.
Can I do it right, dude? Can I set it? We're gonna do something called a time bomb. This is all tobacco, American Spirit tobacco, and backwood tobacco as well. We can buy this in America. Backwood. We smoke backwood. This is banana flavored. And Marlboro, yeehaw, red.
I don't smoke stuff.
Nothing but tobacco smoking people here in the state of Florida.
Alright, on to the topic here, right?
The Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah, Jiminy Cricket.
That nigga just keeps a book around and just writes everything down.
Smart lad, though. I gotta give him
I gotta
props.
give him props,
I gotta
yeah.
shake his hand next
Yeah.
time I see him.
What is that? I never know.
Me neither. I would love to.
So yeah, and also, I believe that like the closest thing to like an alien is like an octopus. If you really like look at it, they look mad
Octopus?
weird. They think different.
I think the closest thing to an alien is a vagina, dude. If you really think about it. I'm kidding. Nah, pardon my my humor. To be continued.
Ain't nobody watching anyways.
Good.
Thank God, because this is all practice. We're live. We're actually trying. This is all practice. Should we roll like a joint and put the joint down the middle and then do the time bomb?
I was already a time bomb.
No, that thing was not gonna work. I know it wasn't.
I don't think you could do anything about this.
Just
proceed.
Let's just someone comment something.
Well, there's level of experience. They're here.
I took a dump outside of Area 51 once.
Hey, what did you say?
This nigga said I took a dump in Area 51 like once.
Yo, shout out to the shitter, dude. Yo, Mr. Shits, yo.
Live, dude.
Yo, my bro, write my lineup too.
Gang, yo, my bro, pass me the tobacco hitter 3000. Yo, shout out to the fucking Indians. They made this shit. It's called a water pipe.
Also known as a flower base.
This water pipe is not hitting, guys. We're fucking.
Sponsored by.
Sponsored by Daddy Backwoods.
Nigga, move your ass out of the camera.
We're
Booty
live.
Backwoods in the mix. You know what's going on. Sorry guys, had to just fix
What do
the.
you think about that?
I mean, personally, I
Well,
like
this
water
is-
bases, but more of a different kind.
What do you say? Ah, fuck. Oh, thank God I popped the comments. I can smell his backwood right now. I'm dead.
Yo, my backwood smells good, doesn't it, brother? Yo, listen, man.
He's got something to
What's
say.
it?
He's got something to say. He's got something in his chest.
Excuse me, sir.
Thanks.
So what were you saying, pal? Sorry, this.
Pal, I'm gonna tell you the story right now.
Oh,
I'll tell you the story right now. So hold on. Nah, but like with the Egyptian shit, like I saw this like so no, fuck the bullshit. Fuck the bullshit. Everybody, whoever's watching, one person, half a person. Yo, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
God, leave me alone. What were you saying?
Search the paraglider, the guy who was on in the parachute going above the pyramids.
Shit,
all right,
tits and ass.
tits and ass.
Oh, what
This
happened?
motherfucker, they finally let like in 2021 or
Yeah,
2020, they let like paragliders to fly above as an attraction to fly above the pyramids.
Really?
And they're like, you can't get this close. If you're this close, or if you touch it, you get fined. You can go to prison, right?
Wow.
So this one John decides to get really fucking close to the top, right?
Uh-huh.
And bro,
And he's got a GoPro type shit.
he has a GoPro, like I think this is like 2020, like you feel me, like 4K GoPro, and we're looking at the top, and the hieroglyphics are etched on the top. There's Latin, English, etched on the top of that shit. Like looks old as fuck, bro. Like hieroglyphics, weird languages on the top of it, like for the
Yeah, I remember
aliens
you
to be
showed
able
me
to
this.
see. You feel me?
Yeah.
And like I saw that structure, and I'm like, yo, is there any like drone footage or any like hidden
Yeah.
footage of like
There's
the top
not.
of it, right? I finally found the footage, like a picture of the top of that same exact like pyramid, and nothing was moved. It was the same exact thing. Like when I moved from 2020, that when that picture was taken, like in 2001,
Yeah.
everything was still the same. Meaning to me that nothing was touched and moved and stuff. You know, I'm giving my opinion. I'm not professional. I'm not a professional, but I'm a
Yeah.
fucking human, and I see what I can just tell. So I was like, nothing was moved. The same way he just passed by. The rocks from the picture from '01 were just like that from the aerial picture, and nigga, they had like Latin words on there, like in English, and then hieroglyphics. How the fuck, like, and search this shit, bro. Like, search it. Go on YouTube, search it. Guy flying above the pyramids. Yeah. You can see it, bro, and you can stop the video and like you can actually look at it if it's not taken down. But I actually saw it on Instagram, and it's not like or Instagram like you can fake it. Like that shit was legit. Yeah, it was his video.
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, not until recently they allowed people to get that close.
Yeah.
Parts
You're not
of
allowed to touch it, go on
parts
top of it, climb it.
Or not.
Yo, pass that water peep to Diego. Yeah, Diego.
Peter
passed-
Piper.
Yeah, Peter Pipe.
Felipe.
Oh, no, pass it to me, Felipe. It's my turn.
Yeah, I was about to say.
What's going on? This is some good American spirit tobacco. Shout out to Marlboro as well. We spliff it with Marlboro. It's like double tobacco, daddy backwood, banana blend.
You heard it from Faded himself. One second.
Jesus Christ.
They call me the milkman.
Guys.
Don't leave your wife around this guy.
Don't leave your whiskey around me, more like it. I'll drink the bottle.
I'm on the stream right now. Have a good night, guys.
Daddy backwoods. LGBTQ.
Oh my god.